Hello and welcome to your yoga class today. Today's focus is going to be on the sacral chakra. We're going to be doing some nice hip openers and really connecting with the energy of this chakra. So we will start in a comfortable seated position. However that is for you, if you want to sit on a pillow or if you want to start seated in a chair. We're going to set our intention and the meditation that we're going to be focusing on for today's class. So softly closing your eyes, allowing your shoulders to droop. And then we're going to draw the shoulders towards the ears, roll them towards the back, and pin them down. Next, I want you to notice the space around your belly, allowing yourself to firm it in a little bit. We're all just creating this strength for the back in order to maintain the seated position with as much ease as we possibly can. You can rest your hands on your legs, or you can let them sit in your lap in front of you. Taking a deep breath in, long breath out. Now we're going to see if we can focus our breath just in the nose. Deep breath in, long breath out through the nose. If you're congested, you can breathe through your mouth. Allow each breath to follow the next one, with your attention hanging on those breaths. Now we're going to visualize a little bit here. I want you to visualize that the whole air around you is swirling with this opalescent, pearlescent light quality. And as you breathe in, that light quality moves into your body. And as you breathe out, you notice a slight grayish tinge. Breathing in that light, breathing out the toxins. Now this time as you breathe in, that light quality mixes in, is starting to replace the toxins. As you breathe out, you notice that the gray tinge is lighter. Continuing to replace that stale, stagnant energy. Exhale. A few more breaths. Eventually, your exhales also have that light quality. You no longer see the grayish tinge. Maybe it's white, not as clear and pristine as the inhales. And on this final breath, inhales and exhales, pure light. Continuing to cycle that energy in and out. Connecting deeper with that universal source energy. And out. Now on the next inhale, pulling that energy all the way down into the lower belly. And out, allow your hips to relax. Once again, inhales moving in all the way to the lower belly. And exhales, relax. One more time. As you relax in this exhale, you notice that the color orange starts to vibrate or emanate from that area. Deep inhale. Exhale, it gets brighter. That amber orange hue right around your sacral chakra, which is above your tailbone and below your belly button. And this is front and back. Getting brighter with each exhale. Now on this next inhale, imagine it getting exponentially brighter. So bright that you can't even see the color anymore. And exhale, it moves back to orange. Inhale, it becomes pure white light. Exhale, back to orange. We're going to start to move now, moving into our tabletop position. So in tabletop, wrists right underneath your shoulders, knees hips distance apart. Noticing that space again where the sacral chakra is. Firming in there so the lower belly tucks under, but the upper back squeezes towards the center line. Deep inhale. Exhale, pressing away from the earth. Tuck your tailbone under. Let the back of the ribs open up. Shoulder blades space apart. Chin tucks in. Inhale. Tailbone starts to move towards the heavens. Belly drops down. Chest moves forward. Chin lifts. Exhale, pull the tailbone under. Stretching out that mid-lower back. Lift the ribs, or the back of the ribs up towards the sky. Chin tucks under. Inhale, moving back into our cow pose. Lifting the tailbone, drop the belly, lift the chest and chin. Exhale into cat. Curl the tailbone under. Press away from the earth. Chin tucks in. Inhale, back to cow. Exhale, moving into cat. Inhale, moving into cow. 3 more times, connecting with the breath intimately. Allowing the energy to flow all the way from tailbone to the crown of your head. Excellent. Good. And then we're going to return back to tabletop. Curl the toes under. We're going to press back into downward facing dog. And we're going to pedal through this dog. So if you've noticed so far that we're really working with the hips, we're going to loosen them up nice and gently so that when we get into our deeper holds, we've already warmed up the areas and we've gotten the energy flowing and we have our intention and our direction of our yoga practice set. The sacral chakra is our center for creation, whether it be your vocation as a parent. That's the deeper creation that comes with this. We're going to come all the way down into child's pose. So we're going to lift the palms up towards the sky, forehead comes down. Let the hips sink open here. Make plenty of space for your belly to relax between your thighs. Forehead comes down to the floor gently. So the sacral chakra is connected with the water element. So the more that we can flow and connect with that energy, the more access we will have to that energy. The energy of the sacral chakra allows us to become more creative, to love more freely, to feel less shame. And then we're going to rise up into tabletop, back into our downward facing dog. We're going to lift the right leg all the way into the sky. So first you're going to step your left foot more in towards the center line, and then reach your right leg all the way up towards the sky as high as you can. Now if you want to get a little bit more opening here, you can bend the right knee and let the right foot dangle over. We're going to square our hips back to the mat. Step the right foot down. Switch sides. Left leg extends all the way up. Reach, 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 reach. Bend into the left knee if you'd like more opening here, and let the left foot dangle over to the right. Just squaring your hips back to the mat. Bring the left foot down. Gaze goes to the top of your mat, and we're going to start to walk our feet towards our hands, or hands in towards the feet, going into a forward fold. So we're trying to bring the toes in line with each other, and if you can't go all the way down, soften the knees a little bit, or you might need to soften them a lot. We're opening up through the hamstrings, but we're also opening up in that lower back area. So if you want to take more attention to that sacral area, search for more sensation and stretch through there. We're going to drop the seat, lift the arms, come up into chair pose. Pull the lower belly in, big toes touching. Straightening all the way up, hands are going to come to heart center. Placing the hands on the lower belly. Gaze is soft out in front of you, or you can close your eyes. As you inhale, feel the area expand out to the sides. On the exhale, it all comes back into the center. Inhale out to the sides. Exhale, concentrate that energy into the center. Inhale, expand the energy out to the sides. Exhale, back in through to center. Inhale, the arms lift up now. And we're going to come into chair pose, drop the seat, lift the arms. One more deep breath here in your chair. And the next inhale, straightening all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Deep inhale. Exhale. We're going to step the right foot back. Lift the arms all the way up for Crescent Warrior. Now for Crescent Warrior, you can take up a lot of space here if you're feeling like you really want to create some stretch and some space in your hip flexors. Lift through the chest, lift through the ribs. Relax your face. One more deep breath. Hands come back to heart center. Deep inhale. We're going to pivot that back foot and straighten through the left leg. Exhale, lift, bring the arms down. Inhale, lift the arms out to the side, so left arm's in front, right arm's behind you. Exhale, relax the shoulders down. Inhale, reach, 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 reach. Exhale, left hand goes down to the back of your left leg, right arm reaches up towards the sky, turn your gaze up for triangle. Press the chest forward, really looking for a lot of sensation in the hips. One more deep breath. And we're going to come back into that Crescent Warrior. Sweep the arms back up towards the sky and rotate on the back toes. Reach the chest up. Just take a deep breath of gratitude that your body can move. Deep inhale. Exhale, sweep the hands down to the floor. We're going to step the left foot back, come into downward facing dog. Again, pedal through this dog a little bit. Gaze goes back up towards your hands, so we're going to start to walk the hands and feet towards each other. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, we're folding down again. Rise up into chair pose. And then straightening all the way up. Hands are going to come to heart center. Good. Now we're going to step the left foot back. All the way back. Coming into your crescent warrior on this side. One more deep breath. And then we're going to pivot that back foot. Bring the arms out, preparing ourselves for triangle pose on this side. Deep inhale, exhale, relax the shoulders. Inhale, reach, 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 reach. Exhale, right hand goes down, left arm reaches up, gaze goes up to the left hand. Get that sensation to start really getting deep into the hips. We're going to scoot this back into our crescent warrior. Reach the arms up, lift the gaze. Deep breath of gratitude. And then hands come down, surrounding that foot. And we're going to step it back into downward facing dog. Bringing your gaze out in front of you, we're going to come down into child's pose. Open up the knees to the side, reach the arms out. Focusing a little bit more with the sacral chakra. Expanding out. Exhaling, contracting. Head in. And rise back up into tabletop. Swing the legs out in front of you. Soles of the feet touching. Deep inhale, lifting through the chest. Exhale, folding over your feet. Now, if you are unable to get your body to move forward, if your hips are too tight in this position, just work on sitting up straight. And then you can start rolling over your sit bones and getting further and further towards the front. The deepest this posture goes is your heart resting in your feet. So energetically, you have to look out and over instead of going straight down. Close your eyes. I want you to take this to about a 6 out of 10. So in yoga, we refer to your edge as that like 9 out of 10. Like it's like you're standing on a cliff and your toes are off the edge, but you're still firmly grounded. And then a 10 would be like, whoa, like you could hurt yourself. You probably will. So we're going to take it back. So we are looking over that uncomfortable edge. We are looking towards it, but we are going to let our bodies relax here. Also gaining benefit because we don't do this posture every day. We can already feel that gentle stretch happening. All we have to do is just relax into it. And you'll notice that naturally your edge will start to move. That 6 is going to start feeling like a 4 or a 3 or like nothing. And then you go ahead and meet another 6. But it's comfortable to hold and maintain. Nice, gentle breathing. We are hanging out here for a little bit. So we can focus on that sacral chakra as if it's emanating from the back of our lower back. So you can even place one hand on that, the small of your back, and that would be about where that chakra is. When this chakra is blocked, we feel, as I mentioned before, shame. We feel inferior. We become perhaps even devious. We can become manic. It's connected a lot with feelings and emotions. So this chakra is the chakra of your feelings. And when this chakra is out of balance, since it's one of the base chakras, it can cause a lot of problems in our lives. But with attention placed on it, with the aim of healing it, we can do so. And one of those practices is yoga. So yoga is a way, the physical postures are a way of bringing attention to it. And then once you have attention locked onto it, then you start to get into the philosophy of what it represents, what energy it's pulling in, and how to tweak our lifestyles or tweak our feelings or to tweak our mindset in order to get it to become balanced and healthy again. Because if we keep on not paying attention to things and sidelining them or bypassing them, they're never going to resolve. And this is just a very gentle, step-by-step way of working on some deeper issues through the chakras, through yoga. One more deep breath. And then gently start rising back up, walking the hands back. Okay, we're going to extend the legs out. And just taking a moment to notice. Notice any whoosh of sensation, noticing any kind of tingles or buzzing. Give it a moment of appreciation for your body and all the cool things it can still do for you. Now we're going to pull the right foot to the inside of the left leg. Move any flesh away from your sit bones. That basically means just grabbing your butt and pulling your butt cheek up so that you can feel more bone connecting to the floor. Foot's pressing comfortably into the left leg, straightening up through the spine. Again, thinking about the shoulder blades going down, but a nice firm back and core. Deep inhale. Exhale, guide with the heart and reach out. If you cannot grab onto your feet, you can slide your hands underneath your calves and lift up through the chest. If you're not to your calf, then it's underneath your knee. You can also use your hands to pull yourself in more. I now have a cat with me. If you are able to grab onto your ankle, the next step is grabbing onto your feet. After you grab it onto your feet, the next step is interlacing fingers around the front or the back, bottom of your feet. You can also do the big toe bind, which is hooking the big toe with your peace fingers and flaring your elbows out to the side. We can add some flare. We're going to stay here for 4 more deep, long breaths. Let the exhales melt you down. And gently walking yourself back with your hands. Good. You can even bring your hands all the way back behind you. Kick out the right leg, pull in the left foot, and we're going to switch sides. But remember, adjust your sit bones. So, nice long spine, shoulder blades back and down. Hugging along the spine. That energy is moving in towards the center channel. Deep inhale. And then fold with your exhale. So total of 6 deep breaths. So reflecting on what I said earlier about the sacral chakra, the ways that we can help to balance this chakra are yoga, because yoga brings awareness to it. From there, the other ways that we can balance it is through dance, through play, through being creative. So if that's art, that you use paint or chalk, or furniture painting, or something like swimming, all those things that kind of have an element of play help to bring balance to this chakra. There's another B. There are Ayurvedic, so one more deep inhale and exhale, gently rising back up. Good. So we're going to go wide now. So left foot over towards the left corner of your mat, right foot towards the right corner of your mat as you turn to the side. So everybody looks different in this posture. You might look like this, okay? Don't feel bad. If you are like this, then your goal is to place your hands behind you and get as straight as you can get. And then see if you can relax the legs, even if that means that they're right in front of you. And then you start incrementally taking them out to the sides. If you are already able to get all the way over your sit bones and rock forward on them, then you start to lengthen up through the spine and chest first before you start guiding your heart or sliding your heart across the floor. So wherever you are, take a deep breath of gratitude and relax your shoulders. Another deep breath of gratitude. And go into your posture or deepen it. And continue to just nice, easy breathing. We are staying here for a couple moments, so we really want to get the legs to relax. Opening up this space. So what does opening up this space do? Why do we want to do it? What's the purpose? Well, we've already talked about the awareness of it, but also the energy channels that flow through here and connecting with the sacral chakra can get locked up. If you have hip issues, if you have sciatic issues, if you have reproductive issues, if you have issues of the hip flexors, those are all connected with the sacral chakra. So when we're working on getting these areas as mobile and as fluid as possible, we allow for more toxins to be able to be moved from this area. We stop adhesions from happening in this area. And we can reclaim a bit of pride for ourselves in that we have been making the movements in order to see this area still work well. The hips are very important to the structure of our bodies, and they have a very important role. As we get older, they can tend to deteriorate, and the more you're trying to stay on top of that, the less traumatic it's going to be when it happens, because according to Ayurveda and yoga, when our hips start to go, it reflects on our sacral chakra. One more deep breath. Exhale. Next inhale starts to walk the hands back in and then closes the legs back up. We're going to go all the way onto our backs. Pull your knees in towards your chest and rock and roll. So in Ayurveda, what ways that we can help the sacral chakra, bring the feet down to the floor. Knees are still bent up toward the sky. Sun is right in my eyes. Let the lower belly sink in a little bit. Back is firm on the ground. You can even tuck the tailbone in a little bit instead of letting the curve in your back pop up. Bring it down. And then find your neutral. So you might need a little bit of a tilt up. You might be nice and flat here. We've done a lot with the hips, so we want to make sure that we are honoring that work. And if your hips are already maxed out for the day, we still have the spiritual side of yoga that is being focused on right now. So if you can't participate in this next posture, you can relax with the feet on the floor and just coming into your nice neutral spine. Left foot planted, right ankle is going to cross over the top of the left thigh. Open up the knee to the side so that right knee's opened up. Gently give it a press with the right hand. Noticing that opening that's happening around the front of the hips. Let the lower belly hollow out. Now you are in charge of how deep you get this stretch. So back to the Sacral Chakra. In Ayurveda, one of the easiest ways to bring balance to this chakra is through eating the color orange in your foods. So one, it's connected to the wavelength, the color spectrum. Orange is connected with this chakra at so many levels that just simply looking at orange things, wearing orange things, or eating orange things are helping this chakra. If you ever notice in branding, and when they do branding for businesses, there are certain colors that they use for certain things to convey a message. So like red is used for food. Orange is generally used for play or creation. Gently uncross the right ankle as you bring the right foot back down to the floor. Switching sides. The left ankle crosses over. Gentle press out with the left hand. Drinking lots of water is another Ayurvedic method of helping to bring balance to this chakra. In fact, they will even take water and pour it into orange vessels in order to infuse it with that energy. Now you can take all of this with a grain of salt, but I personally believe that all of this comes right back to attention. Where is my attention? When I see orange, I do think of the sacral chakra now because my attention has been placed there. And when we bring our attention to the chakras and what might be off balance, it makes it much more manageable. It's like taking little chunks of the issues and working on those instead of trying to work on the whole thing. The whole thing might not need help. Gently release that left leg. Uncross the left ankle. Pull both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a big hug and you can rock and roll here a little bit. Left foot goes back down to the floor. Same with the right foot. Now the right ankle is going to cross back over the left leg. But now we're going to pick up the left foot and we're going to hug it in. So you're going to take your right arm into that triangle. Grab onto the left leg with it. Or the left thigh if you can't reach for your shin. And then pull it in. Get a nice stretch of the back of the hips. Breathing nice and gentle. I have cats swarming me, don't I? Delicious. That is my cat, Spooky. You'll see him out here a lot with me. 3 more deep breaths here. Okay, let it get to about an 8 out of 10. So really feeling that stretch in the hamstring. This is a really good one if you have sciatic nerve pain. It helps to open up that area. Sometimes we get that pain because of the adhesions from the lack of movement. Adhesions are what happens when two muscles can't slide and glide over each other or over joints. Gently bringing the left foot back down, uncrossing the right ankle. Place the right foot down, cross the left ankle over the top of the right foot. Or not right foot, right leg. Now you're going to take the left arm into that triangle you just made, grabbing onto the thigh or the shin, and a gentle pull in. Other aspects that are associated with the sacral chakra are citrus fruits, savory, not so much savory, but more like sultry, sweet, nectar, all associated with the sacral chakra. One more deep breath. And bringing the right foot down, uncrossing the left ankle. Extending the left foot towards the left corner of your mat, right foot towards the right corner of your mat. Arms to your sides, palms faced up. Coming into your savasana, or our corpse pose. Relaxing the head, relaxing the shoulders. Letting the palms open. Surrendering to that creative energy that flows through. And if you're not having a creative thought, or if your mind is trying to create roadblocks for you right now, I just want you to relax. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. Just enjoy your breath. Enjoy being in the present moment. And remember that this moment is connected to all moments. You are connected to it all. Nothing is separate. I will leave you here in your shavasana, continuing to relax or allow the creative energy to flow through you. You can see that as perhaps like an actual physical flow that is moving through you, or you can imagine that it is a rush of ideas. Have a very beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.